Shamea, where's Gerald?
He's working. It's a work day.
She said we ain't got to because we just here.
I know, Shamea, you mentioned I was coming for your marriage.
Shamea's drama with Angela and Drew on the Real Housewives of Atlanta has reached another level, because what started as a conversation about comments and misunderstandings turned into a much bigger argument about loyalty, marriage, and who is really creating problems inside the group. The biggest issue between Shamea and Angela comes from the conversation around Gerald, and whether Angela was actually coming for Shamea's marriage.
Shamea, where's Gerald?
He's working. It's a work day.
She said we ain't got to because we just here.
I know, Shamea, you mentioned I was coming for your marriage.
Shamea is definitely like attacking my marriage and my this.
Attacking her marriage?
Hawks games and players and all this.
Yeah, I said that. And that couldn't have been further from the truth. And I feel like you are spreading that narrative about me. And if we're talking about patterns, you were the one who said that you thought I set my husband up.
Do you think that Phaedra really set Angela up for that whole scene?
No one even knew that you and Charles were going to be at that event from what I've heard. So it kind of feels like something that her and Drew might have set up themselves.
Mm-hmm. And then you saying that you knew my husband and he was outside and all these things.
Okay, Angela, you were the one that said you're only with the Hawks so you can have easy access to the players because you all of them.
Oh, wow.
Now, to me, that's coming for my marriage.
You never did?
Please,
sure
bring forth somebody. Yes, I would love. Bring them to me. You became relevant because of your last name because you the NBA player.
And married him.
Oh, please.
And
but he had a verse, right?
And married him.
She usually how it works, though.
Girl.
In this moment, Angela, there's a lot of other things to worry about other than Shamea. From our conversations, your mother is everything to you. Shamea's going to twerk and be Shamea. You can't do that.
Do y'all think that there is a way
I will never
that we
mention
can
your
move?
name regarding Shamea again. Any issue I have with Shamea is how she shows up for me.
I think y'all have
And that's
other
just
way
what it
more
is.
issues besides
No,
me.
it's not. It started with you and Nashville.
But I don't-
That's true.
It's the pattern.
Not you.
No, that's true. I have to agree because your issue with
when
me
I agree with
is
people
lapdog.
against you, you
Your
call me a
issue-
lapdog.
but
So what
your
are you
issue
being
with
right
me
now?
only
'Cause
started
I'm not even
because of
talking, I'm talking to her.
What happened with you and Drew? I thought you guys were going to try to work it out.
It's not a negative thing
There's nothing to talk
that I
about.
don't
We
want
tried to talk. You got up and left. It's like it is what it is. Goodbye.
Well, I got up and left you because you started calling me a lapdog again.
Girl, because you were being that. I only keep it one.
Now who left you on? I'm sick of my lap. I'm really, my lap is the lap thing. And then y'all just keep bringing it up.
Shamea feels like once her husband and her relationship became part of the discussion, things crossed a line. From her point of view, talking about her marriage was unnecessary, and she felt like Angela was trying to create an issue where there wasn't one. But Angela sees things differently. Angela feels like she was responding to things that were already happening, and that Shamea cannot say certain things about other people and then get upset when the conversation comes back toward her. This is where the argument becomes complicated, because both sides feel like they are defending themselves. I do understand why Shamea reacted the way she did, because marriage is a sensitive topic. When someone feels like their family or relationship is being questioned, it is easy for things to become personal very quickly. Shamea has always shown pride in her family, Gerald, and the life they have built, so hearing conversations around that probably felt like an attack. But at the same time, Shamea also has to understand that being part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta means everything you say can come back around. If you question other people or speak on situations involving them, eventually they are going to respond. You cannot throw things out and then expect nobody to throw anything back. The situation became even more intense when Drew got involved. Drew jumping into the conversation changed the entire energy, because instead of it just being between Angela and Shamea, it became another group disagreement. And that is where I think Shamea started feeling like people were teaming up against her. When you have multiple people questioning you at once, it can easily feel like everyone has already picked a side. Shamea felt like she was standing alone and constantly having to defend herself. But I also feel like Shamea has been very outspoken this season. She has not been afraid to give opinions about other people's situations, so she also has to be prepared when people have opinions about hers. The thing about the Real Housewives of Atlanta is nobody stays out of drama forever. The same conversations people have about others eventually come back to them. Angela questioning things involving Gerald became the biggest problem, because Shamea believed Angela was focused too much on her relationship. From Shamea's perspective, She did not understand why Gerald was even part of the discussion. She felt like if there was an issue between her and Angela, they should talk about their own problems without bringing husbands into it. And honestly, that is where I think both sides need to understand each other. Angela needed to explain what bothered her without making Shamea feel like her marriage was the target. Shamea needed to hear Angela's point without immediately feeling like every question was an attack. Because sometimes people are not trying to destroy you, they just want answers. Drew's involvement also brought another conversation about loyalty. Some people might feel Drew was supporting Angela, while others might feel Drew inserted herself into something that was not originally her issue. But that is how group dynamics work on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Once a conversation happens in front of everybody, everyone eventually starts giving their thoughts. The problem is that it makes the person being questioned feel surrounded. For Shamea, this season has been a lot because many of her relationships are being tested at the same time. Her friendship situations, her disagreements, and now conversations involving Gerald have all become topics. And I think that is why she became emotional. It was not only about Angela, it was everything building up. She probably feels like every time she moves past one issue, another one starts. However, Shamea also has to be careful not to play both sides of being strong and outspoken, but then not wanting anyone to challenge her. If you are going to stand firm in your opinions, you have to allow other people to stand firm in theirs too. Angela also has to be careful, because constantly pushing an issue can make it look like she is searching for a problem, even if she has a valid reason to be upset. Timing and delivery matter. Sometimes the message gets ignored because of the way it is delivered. The argument with Angela and Drew showed that there are still unresolved problems inside the group. A lot of things have been said, but not everything has been honestly addressed. People are talking around the problems instead of directly fixing them. And that is why the same issues keep coming back. Shamea wants people to understand that she is not just Gerald's wife or someone connected to other people. She wants to stand on her own inside the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But standing on your own also means handling criticism when it comes. This season is showing a different side of Shamea because she is no longer just watching drama happen around her. She is now directly involved in it. And that comes with pressure. The real question is whether Angela and Shamea can actually move forward, or whether this argument created a bigger divide between them. Because once people start questioning intentions, friendships become harder to repair. At this point, everyone needs to put everything on the table. If Angela has an issue with Shamea, say it clearly. If Shamea feels attacked, explain why without shutting the conversation down. If Drew has something to say, make sure it is about finding the truth and not making things worse. Because right now, it feels like everybody wants accountability, but nobody agrees on who needs to take it. And until that happens, the drama between Shamea, Angela, and Drew is only going to continue.